Welcome back. Today, we gonna go over the Cell Saga. Now, no, yeah, we gonna call it the Cell Saga, including the Android Saga. This all gonna just be one thing in total with the video. Now, it kicks off with Frieza returning to Earth in his mechanical body with his father, Lord. It wasn't really in that episode that long. How did I forget his name? Lord Cold. Anyway, Lord Cold and Lord Frieza pop up. Trunks from the future pops up. Trunks does his thing and kills them both. Now, Goku does return back from Yard Drat during this little dispute. Trunks meets him. They both turn Super Saiyan and they have a little spat. And then Trunks gives a warning about the androids and tells the Z fighters to train for them. Now, because of multiverse theory, this unfortunately does not impact Trunks' future because of multiverse theory, of course. But he does save their timeline. Goku still ends up catching his heart sickness because the medicine was grape flavored, so he does not take the medicine. Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan in this saga. Huge achievement for him. Congrats to him. He trains real hard. But anyway, other than that, he beats Android 19 and they almost defeat Jiro before he has the chance to activate the androids. But of course, they fail because Bulma wanted to intervene somehow. Anyway, they move on. Jiro eventually does get back to his lab and eventually does activate 16 and 17. No, 17 and 18. They in turn stab their backs on Jiro because they were turned off by him. They kill Jiro and they turn on Android 16, Jiro's son that he made as an android again. They go out. They're easily overpowering the Z fighters, breaking their arms, beating Krillin up. But Krillin eventually does get 18, so man got game. That happens. Then they are introduced to the hyperbolic time chamber. Around this time, Cell does start to show up. Now, with Cell showing up, multiple people are missing on the news. Cities are being abandoned. Cities are being deserted, of course, by cells. I'm not gonna say it. Cells sucking up. Pause. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but pause. Anyway, moving on. If we take it in total, this arc is an easily 10 out of 10. I'm not done recapping, so pause on this. Next, we get a cool moment with Piccolo and his other side, Kami. They fuse. Kami and Piccolo are easily enough to overpower both androids and Cell during that current time. But Cell gets a hold of Piccolo cells during that fight, and because of that, Cell is now as durable as Piccolo. So even if you get a clean hit, you throw his limbs off, he will regenerate, which is a major factor coming into the fight with Gohan, his eventual explosion. Anyway, Goku tells them about the hyperbolic time chamber. Vegeta and Trunks go in first. They get all powerful, and then they are sent to defeat Cell. Of course, Vegeta was like, show me your true power. And he lets Vegeta suck up 18. Now, he does become Perfect Cell, and he goes to work on Vegeta. This is the major flaw with Trunks. Trunks is indeed stronger than Vegeta during this time. But since Vegeta didn't want to train him in a good way, his bulkier form does make him slower. All that power, he can't hit nothing, of course. Anyway, moving on. Goku and Gohan eventually come out of the hyperbolic time chamber stuck in Super Saiyan. Goku goes to fight Cell in a little bit. In the anime, it looks like the fight's a little bit evenly matched. But I was told that in the manga, that the fight was a little bit lopsided. So they meet back at the stadium during the actual tournament itself. Goku goes to work. Goku pulls out all the tricks, but he knows he cannot defeat him. It's not like he couldn't, but he didn't train to defeat Cell. He trained his son to defeat Cell. He wanted his son to surpass him, and Gohan was going to become the MC, of course. So he sends Gohan in, but according to Piccolo, Gohan doesn't like to fight, and Gohan is not built for this. Gohan is not him. So with knowing this information now, Goku is shocked and surprised. So Cell continually beats up Gohan. He spews out Cell Juniors, and they fight. Now, Gohan, one of the best moments in DBZ happened. Gohan turned in Super Saiyan 2 because Cell stepped on Android 16 head. I don't really know how that's emotional damages. Android 16 was trying to kill him for half the episode, half the arc, to be fair with you. But now if we keep moving, he spews out 18 and he tries to blow up the planet or self-destruct himself because, 18 just came out of him, so pause. And then he transports them. He transports him to King Kai's planet, kills all of them. And because Cell has, this is my personal theory, just because Cell has Piccolo's cells now, his durability allowed him, and since he was so much stronger than this Piccolo ability, was able to regenerate his entire body from like a single cell or a single position of his body, eventually able to transport back to the Cell tournament. He somewhat kills future Trunks, sort of. Gohan eventually goes to work, and it ends, in a beam clash where you get the father-son Kamehameha, one of the best moments in DBZ. Top 10, top 15, no doubt. And then, with that going on, they eventually defeat Cell. Vegeta goes home because Vegeta was like, Goku not here. He got no one to compete with. Goku go home. Gohan eventually becomes a softie. And the 7 years in peace are instated because Goku refuses to come back to life because he thinks he's a villain magnet. He is. But because he was a villain magnet, he decides to stay dead and lets everyone be at peace. During this time, Goten is inside Chi-Chi, and then the story progresses, then they bring everyone back. Easy. Now, this arc, easily 10 out of 10. You got the great moments. Everything's nonstop action. You got the plot. You got Lil Green becoming the new Kami. So you got everything going good. Like and subscribe for more. Follow all my socials in my link tree. Make sure you follow all my socials in my link tree so you are notified when I go live on my other platforms. Yeah, and see you in the next one.